जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा नयननाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तरस जशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तरस जशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तरस जशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसति गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्रीयुता पदकमला श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol. We were observing last Friday Shri Ram Navami, appearance day of Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan, and also appearance day of our Gurudev. Since then, we are hearing about his Lila, means life teaching. Also, then I started some of my personal experiences with him. So today I want to share some more. Those are my personal experiences, like when I was with Gurudev in 1999 doing my first Brajamandal Parikrama. We were in Mathura first camp. Then that time, one day before, Gurudev was speaking like Adivas in preparation for Brajamandal Parikrama, some class mostly in Hindi and Bengali, some few sentences in English in between. That time, Gurudev told this human life or this human body we got only for the worship of Supreme Lord, for the service of Supreme. That is the point why we got it. After so many births, now we got it. Is this. So then we were doing Navadip Brajamandal Parikrama, and in those days Gurudev used to lead kirtans. The first kirtan he would lead, the Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Doya Koro More, and Jai Dao Nitai Gaurango, Radha Krishna, and Mahamantra. Sometimes also he used to sing Radhe Radhe Govinda in Brajadham, and some other kirtans, Radha Krishna Bol Bol. So Brajamandal Parikrama, and together with that Kartik Brata, all practices is not so easy physically. There are whole day programs and walking and irregular eating and like this. So sometimes I was like having difficulty in the morning, when it was morning, like to wake up, to stand up. But at that time, that sentence appeared in my mind, that this human life is meant only for the worship of Krishna, immediately I got energy and I was ready. Yes, I was ready. And it happened many times. Whenever I was like feeling already exhausted and no, today I will not go like this. But every time that sentence came and gave me energy, so by the grace of Gurudev, I did not miss any parikrama in that year. Full month there with Gurudev, so by his grace. And also when we came to Koshi, yesterday I told, before that in different camps, there were some disciples of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj doing with us. And I don't know if Brindavan Prabhu was that time there or not, I'm not sure, maybe. So for Western devotees, they used to make some separate arrangement, like for sleeping, they wanted to like more comfortable or something. But I did not like so much to be like little distance from where our Gurudev was and other Indian devotees. So then when we came to Koshi, that camp, then again there was this discussion about where Westerners will be there and here or where, and some were complaining that this is not good like this. So I was little fed up with that complaining and all these things. So I just took my luggage and I went to where Gurudev was staying and other Indian devotees, and there was no room. So I put my beddings along with some Indian devotees I saw there in front of Gurudev's room on veranda. So Gurudev did not mind anything. He was laughing. He was seeing. Then after night prasad, they usually gave that milk. So it was hot, and I had one this glass, metal glass, and I went there to sit on my bed, and I did like this to cool it down. I was circling that glass. Then Gurudev came by because his room was there. Then he saw me and he said, "What you were preparing?" Then I said, "No, I'm not preparing, only I'm cooling down milk." "Oh, okay. Then that time, Rasbihari Prabhu, our God brother, he told to Gurudev that Madan Gopal always he wants to be with Indian devotees. He does not like there. Then Gurudev said, "Yes, he is one of us." That time Gurudev told. And later on also I will tell what another thing he told. I was feeling more comfortable, more homely with our group. So Gurudev noticed and he was fine with that. Like in approval mood. Yes, he's one of us. Wait, I wrote some notes so that I can remember. Yes. In Slovenia, in 2002, Gurudev came. Some main points I'm telling because it is so many years, so many Kartiks, so many things happened, but some main things. So this was in Slovenia, and Gurudev came from France, I think, or Italy. Maybe, yes, Italy. Then before the program will start, there was some time gap in between. Then I took Gurudev and his sevak with car from that place where program will be to one apartment of Boshuda for Gurudev to take rest and maybe take some prasad there, apple, something. Then I took Gurudev there. In the car we spoke many things. Gurudev was asking me about one brahmachari, and he said that is not good what he did. Without permission, he did something. Then when we reached that apartment, before entering the apartment, Gurudev said, do I have to put off my shoes? I said, Gurudev, not necessary, as you like, but it is not necessary. Then when we entered that next living room, then Boshuda was keeping photos of Parangurudev and Prabhupada given at the time of initiation on one like closet or shelf. So Gurudev went inside with his shoes with sandals. Then suddenly he saw that photo, but he did not say, he said, oh, Gurudev is here. Then immediately he went out and he put off the shoes and went again inside and full dandavat on the ground did. And that time I still remember how Gurudev said. He saw, he said, oh, Gurudev is here. And immediately his mood changed and he full dandavat. Then I showed him that here you can sit on that bed we prepared, but Gurudev was checking that bed is higher than where photos of Parangurudev and Prabhupada are there, or it is lower, or what it is. So he was checking. Then I saw also, and I was also seeing. Then I saw they were about same height. Then I did not know what to do now. Gurudev did not want to sit on that bed. Then I did not know what to do. And Gurudev noticed. Then he told me that you can turn them around because there was nothing to cover. So he said, you can turn them around like photos like this. Then I did. Then Gurudev, he sat on the bed and we spoke something, and one apple he took there. Then that time Gurudev asked me, where do devotees meet here in Slovenia? I said, not like regularly. Mostly they are at home and chanting, not any regular or some place like this. Then Guru said, no, that is not good. That is not good. To stay alone and do Harinam, that is for very elevated devotees who are in that platform. They can do Manasa Seva, and you need permission of Gurudev for that. You cannot just decide and do like this. You need permission of Gurudev. That is for very advanced. Mahaprabhu wants that devotees should gather together and together they should worship Supreme Lord. That is what Mahaprabhu wants. So you should make this. Then I said, then Gurudev asking me, when is the sunset here? I said 8 p.m. because it was more summer. And so, oh, so late. Then I will not do Sandhya now. Before program, I will do it after, because program was supposed to start at 6 p.m. Then I will do after the program, and also because it is not good to do very hastily, very like rush, to do quickly something. Our Gurudev, whatever he was doing with full concentration and with not hastily, not that. He told me it is not good to do. Then I said, Gurudev, maybe today not so many people will come, because I don't know how many will come. So like in this way, I try to prepare him that he should not be disappointed. Then Gurudev understood what I want to say. Gurudev said, no, why you are worried about this? Those who have Sukriti, they will come. And Shukadev Goswami, he came for only one person, Parikshit Maharaj. So you should not worry about this. You should not think about the number. That time I understood that Gurudev is really thinking only about the service of Krishna, not of like gathering disciples or followers or money or name and fame. So if Krishna wants to send him somewhere to speak to one person who has Sukriti, then Gurudev Seva is done. Because he's only interested in the service of Krishna, not any other thing. So if Krishna sends him, like Shukadeva Goswami, for one person, that is good. So you should not worry. Then I understood this, that because one time also Gurudev told me, when some sannyasis, they were little pushing that we want to come to Slovenia like this, then I asked Gurudev, and he said yes, they want to come just for making disciples. Then I understood that Gurudev did not approve that thing, like just for the sake of and gathering more and more like this. Gurudev said our institution is not meant to increase disciples. It is for the service of Krishna. And mantra should be given only to those who have faith in Krishna and Guru and are ready to accept all the rules and regulations. And that is a kind of service to Krishna, if you show them the path. But if you do for some other purposes, then that is not service of Krishna, that we should not do. So I understood that time what Gurudev wants to say. So because I saw, even till now, it is happening. They're just like quickly giving initiations, like those persons don't even know what is initiation, what is going on. They're just getting mantra or name or something. They don't even know, just for this sake. So that is not the service of Krishna. So Gurudev made me understand that we should do our effort for spreading the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but we should not, that is, the purpose is not to gather disciples for the sake of gathering disciples, but for the service of Krishna. Those who have Sukriti, Shraddha, they will come forward, or we should try to awake Shraddha, and then initiation and that things can be given. So that teaching I got. Then it was in that same year, we were in another place in Slovenia, one rented place in nature, and Gurudev liked it there, and all devotees, they came there. Even from Ukraine, some devotees came. I see here Ananga Manjari is watching. She was also that time there in Slovenia. So that time we were having programs. Then one day, when Gurudev was giving Harikatha, some devotees who were before friends with my mother, like going to ISKCON like this, then they also met our Gurudev when he first came to Slovenia, but then later they took initiations from some Babaji line, and there you know that you get that Siddha Deho for Aganuga practice, the Guru will tell. So when they entered inside, three of them, or four, three or four, in between Harikatha, Gurudev was speaking some another topic. Then just when they entered and they sat down, Gurudev said only Supreme Lord can give Siddha Deho. And then he continued that topic, what he was speaking before. So how Gurudev knows this? Because he is a personal associate of Krishna. He told, and I noticed that. Then one time in Chandigarh, I felt such bhav, spontaneously came such mood in me that I felt Gurudev like a father. generally I did not feel like this, but that day came like this mood. Just spontaneously it happened. And then we were waiting for darshan. Then when I came, my turn came, Gurudev noticed what is my bhav. Then Gurudev also, in response to that, he started to like this, like a father, and caressing that same mood. Then he told me, here, usually Gurudev did not do like that, but that day he did, because he saw my mood. Then he said, here there are Guru Gaurango, Radha Madhav, deities. So you should go there and you should bow down to them. Then you will get everything. Means like he wants to give something, but he said it in this way: if you go there, you will get everything. And just now in between, I remembered in 1999, we were also in Chandigarh. That was my first time in India. So that time, one earthquake happened there. Quite big, the building moving like this. Then we were all running outside and Haribol, Haribol. And Gurudev also went, and with Gamsha, but we were all like trying to save our life. But Gurudev went to that mandir first to check whether deities are okay, whether something happened there or not. We all others, we were trying to save our lives. But Gurudev went to see if Thakurji is okay. Means we saw that. Where is his mind? Where is our mind? Where is his mind? Then it happened. Yes, yesterday I was speaking that. I forgot to tell yesterday. When I called Vishnu Maharaj to tell that I am not able to come, means I am having difficulty to come for Kartik. You remember, I called Vishnu Maharaj, then suddenly he said, Gurudev wants to speak with you. Then Gurudev told him, no, full Kartik, you have to come, you explain to your parents, and then he was very happy. So I forgot to tell yesterday that after, when Gurudev spoke to me, then he again gave phone to Vishnu Maharaj. Then I was still surprised. I asked Vishnu Maharaj how this happened, that Gurudev suddenly was there. I did not know where you are and what happened, where is. Only I knew that Vishnu Maharaj has a mobile. That is why I called him. So then he told me, yes, I was in Kolkata and I was speaking with you on the phone, and Gurudev was passing by. He was passing by and he saw me, I'm speaking on phone. Then he said, with whom you are speaking? Then he said, with Madan Gopal, give me. Like this. Means it was arranged by Gurudev's grace. I did not know. I was trying to call Vishnu Maharaj. No. But it was arranged that then Gurudev said, you give him to me. And then he spoke that full Kartik, you have to come. Then in Kolkata Mat, that was in later, 1 year I was during winter time also there. And it became cold. Then Gurudev used to check my sweater. I had one sweater and Gurudev hold it and touching, yes, okay, it is good quality, okay. Then he was pacified and went. And then when winter slowly went away, and yes, in between that winter, because there is no heating system in India, so, but there is one heating system, natural. When the sun comes out, then if you go there under the sun, you can get some heat that time, otherwise not. So our Gurudev was going to balcony also to get sun, and we also went balcony, another 1 upper balcony to get sun. So one day after Tulsi Parikrama, Gurudev said, sun is helping us so much, so we should bow down to him, isn't it? That time also I felt that Gurudev is really seeing that sun God, means as a person he was telling. It was not theoretically. He said, he is giving us so much help. So we should bow down to him, to sun. That time I felt really Gurudev seeing, as he explained many times, that Vedic conception means you are seeing conscious principle behind everything. Everything is a person behind everything. So that experience. Then when winter slowly was going away, it became a little more warm. So one day I came down on that time when Parikrama will be there, Tulsi Parikrama. Then that day I did not put socks. I was without socks. Then Gurudev saw me and he said, where are your socks? Then I said, I did not put today because it is becoming warmer. No, you should have your socks. Then I continued with socks. Means so much caring was for, because before I was little sick, and then also some allopathic medicines I was taking but did not help much. Then Gurudev said to Vasudha he should get some proper medicine. Then that time we found one Ayurvedic clinic very near to our mat, and I went there and I got medicine, and that cured, and it was fine. So I was little confident, but Gurudev did not allow. No. He noticed, where are your socks? You have to keep your socks. And then 1 year, 2012, we were doing that Purushottam Brata, and then Kartik Brata also, yes, Mayapur. Then we were in Kolkata, and Vasudha, my mother, I think maybe Devaki also, I'm not sure. Then Gurudev was counting the days when we will have to go back, like only 12 more days you can stay here. And then next day he said only 11 more days, only 9, like this. Then when it was maybe 2 days before or something, then in that library in our Kolkata mat, that time Gurudev caught my hand, like he held my hand, and he said, you will come again? You will come again? Then I said, Gurudev, yes, I will come again. Means like with, I cannot explain you. Now only I am remembering, but I cannot tell you with what kind of like mood he's like, almost like worried, and with so much that care and concern, you will come again? You will come again? Then I said, yes, Gurudev, I will come again. Then you know, in 2013, our Gurudev was in more internal mood, mostly in writing, but there were some online darshans also. So one day Gurudev asked on that online darshan that how are devotees. So I sent email to that time Prahlad Prabhu, now he's Paramadeti Maharaj, email that yesterday Gurudev was asking how we are, so you can tell him that I am fine. And also I would like to ask one question to Gurudev. Then I sent email. Then for many days there was no reply. Then after some time, Prahlad wrote me back, actually Prabhu, I tried to approach Gurudev many times with your question, but there was no any such time where I saw it appropriate to approach Gurudev, because he is all the time in writing or chanting very attentively or something, so I could not like disturb him or something. So I am requesting you follow what your Gurudev already told you till now in his Harikat, and like this I am unable to present this question to Gurudev now. Then when I got that reply, then I accepted, yes, I don't want to disturb Gurudev's Lila, but I was little disappointed inside my heart. Then that night, Gurudev appeared in my dream and he gave answer to that question in dream. Then I understood, oh, in this way also it is possible. So there is no limitation, like before I told that limitation. When I tried to ask in Delhi, again Gurudev made me understand this, that it is not only this way possible. So that was also his grace. And I forgot to tell, when I told yesterday that Gurudev at one point he wanted to resign from a Acharya post and to go to Govardhan to do bhajan, but then devotees did not agree because they thought some others they are trying to become Acharyas forcefully, but that was not the case. But they were protesting, so Gurudev then did not do. But then later Gurudev, for at least he said, I want to go for Kartik month to Govardhan for bhajan, so that arrangement was made. Other devotees, they would do Brajamandal Parikrama and Gurudev would stay in Govardhan, and then it was arranged like some elderly devotees who will not be able to do Parikrama, they were staying near Gurudev, others would do Parikrama. So also I stayed there with Gurudev, but Gurudev's mood that time was he was more in the mood of really doing bhajan by himself, not like in preaching mood like this, not darshans, not asking questions like this, that really he wanted to show that pastime of doing bhajan. Because for Gurudev there is no need to do sadhana bhajan, that he's coming from Golok, but he's showing to us by example. So that time also he told to one sevak that actually in the end Mahaprabhu did not want to meet many persons. When his preaching Leela was finished, when Advaita Acharya sent him that message, then mostly he was only in Gambhira with Sarup Damodar Raya Ramananda and tasting that. He was not meeting outside people like this. So I heard that, then I never approached Gurudev that time. In order to fulfill that his mood, I kept some distance. But then when we came to Kolkata, suddenly Gurudev in one darshan, he said to me, no, that was not for you. You are my own person. And I did not immediately, I did not know, but by Gurudev's grace, he showed me that that was not like meant for me, like he does not want to meet many people. Like Mahaprabhu did not want to meet a preaching like this. Then Gurudev told me, that was not meant for you. You are my own person. Then that also touched my heart. And Gurudev also, one time, there are so many times that discussion, some philosophical discussion like this we had. Sometimes Gurudev asking me that verse, what is the meaning? Sometimes I'm asking. Then one time he said, I like to speak with you because I can understand your English very well. those, if they are English persons or American, they're speaking English, but they're speaking so fast and with that not pronouncing clearly, so I cannot understand them so well. But you, I can understand very well. So I like to speak with them. I said, Gurudev, I also understand your English very well. Really, it was mutually, I could understand him also by his grace, what he wanted to say. That is why many times Gurudev also, when he wrote something, he gave me to read, and then he said, you explain to others also. You first, you understand, and then explain to others. Also in Harikatha, one time he told in Delhi, you explain. After that one book he gave me, then to other foreign devotees that I should explain. I tried by Gurudev's grace. So that was some special moment for me also. Then, yes, before that, yes, after Govardhan, that year when Gurudev was in Govardhan, then we were also in Delhi. Then with Slovenian devotees, we had our last darshan. Then Gurudev said, oh, so I will have to come to Slovenia. Then I said, Gurudev, yes, you are always welcome. Yes, one more thing I want to say before, because it is related to this. In maybe 2000, I don't know, maybe 12 or something, Gurudev started playing pastime that he was not remembering all the time everything, like playing the pastime of old age. So sometimes he could not remember the names of some devotees or where they are from or something. Played this pastime. So when Gurudev started this, then I was very much afraid that what if he will forget me, then I will die. then, but he never. But in 2012, no, yes, this was, I was afraid. But then in 2011, after Govardhan, we were in Delhi, and Gurudev said, so I will have to go to Slovenia. Then I said, Gurudev, yes, you are welcome, but whether they will allow you or not. Then he said, Gurudev said, if Supreme Lord wants, everything is possible. Then you will take me to that place outside in nature. And Gurudev started explaining what happened there in 2002. So like 9 years before. Already Gurudev playing pastime of like losing memory. But that day, in order to show me that that is only Lila, Gurudev starts speaking what happened that time. Even I did not remember all those things. But when Gurudev was speaking and all with details, we took prasad there, this, everything he was explaining, then I also came to my memory, then understood, oh, this is really only Lila. Gurudev, that is Lila. He showed. So then in 2012, in Mayapur, I don't know, Gaur Purnima or Kartik time, one time after the Tulsi Parikrama, that darshan, then Gurudev was looking at me. What is your name? then it was very sweet. It was very sweet how he said, what is your name? And I felt that bliss, like always, from Gurudev. Then I start smiling. I said, Madan Gopal. And said, yes, Madan Gopal. But it was not like frightening as before. I thought that if this will happen, then I will die. Then, but it was like a lila. That bliss was there, everything. And I also told him, Madan Gopal. Then said, yes. Then he told to Brihad Bhrati Maharaj, he was standing by. He said, I went to his place. Then Brihad Bhrati Maharaj was doing like this. Then, as I told, Gurudev was in that lila. Then he went to Gwalpara, his birthplace, then Gauhati. Then in Gauhati, something happened. Then Gurudev had one that clot, or yes, blood clot. So he was taken to hospital and it was very serious. And doctor said that maybe 4 days he can survive with that thing. 4 days. So our Madhusun Maharaj called me. It was very early morning in Slovenia. He told me Gurudev is very serious condition. If any devotees they want to come to take his darshan, they are all invited to come. Then I was little disturbed hearing, but it is not possible to get visa and ticket and everything in 4 days. So that was not in my mind that I can just go. But when I was doing Sandhya, that time from within, Gurudev gave me such feeling, no, don't worry, everything is okay, don't worry. But still news were coming that all devotees, when they are doing kirtan, maybe Gurudev will disappear. And even one photo came that Gurudev in hospital, and I saw that photo and I was little disturbed. But I remember when I was going down these stairs, again Gurudev from within was explaining me, sometimes personal associates of Supreme Lord, they have to do such pastimes. That message came. He did not say I, but I understood in what way he wants to say, because he was never in that mood. But he made me understand, and I was fully peaceful, and really it happened like some miraculous. Then he would survive, and then doctor said we can also make operation, but it is very risky in his age and complicated like this. So anyway, Sevaks and other devotees said, okay, let us do. Then Gurudev recovered, but he was not like outwardly interacting, because he could not see, and also motorics were not there, so he was on wheelchair and like this. So only some feelings he had some interactions with outside. So that Lila was there, and I wanted to go to India like after some time when he was taken to Kolkata. Then again I got, by the grace of Gurudev, from within that no need now, no need. I gave you Mahamantra, no need, you chant Mahamantra. Then, but when Kartik came, I again got that feeling that I should come, because I promised to Gurudev that day. He was holding my hand and he said, you will come again? I said, yes, Gurudev, I will come. So in order to, I wanted to take darshan of Gurudev, and also because I told him. So then what happened? I came to Kolkata and I spoke with Prahlad Prabhu that time in front of Gurudev's room. And I did not expect that I will have darshan, because darshans were morning and evening when Gurudev was in balcony, in wheelchair they were bringing. So I was not expecting, just we were speaking. Then in between he said, you want to take darshan of Gurudev? Then I said, anyway, there will be darshan that time. They said, no, now if you want. Then I said, yes, okay, I want. He said, now also is possible. Then he opened that door. We were only us there, no one else. Then he opened door and I saw Gurudev in that chair and sitting, and like this, those half closed eyes, and I bowed down and I felt that grace of Gurudev. I felt, and that he knows that I came. That was very clear. And also when I raised, I saw that beauty of Gurudev shining like always, that beauty. And he made some gestures and something like it, and some sounds he was making. And I understood that he wants to tell that I know you came and that it is very good. So I felt that. Then in order to confirm, even Prahlad that time who was standing near Gurudev and he saw all other Leelas of Gurudev, those, he also told me, Gurudev is making you, Gurudev is showing you that he knows you came. Really, it was very clear. So that is by Gurudev's mercy. So then, in those days, Gurudev, 2 times in a day, they would bring Gurudev for in balcony on wheelchair, up and down. And devotees, they would do kirtan, that our Muni Maharaj and other devotees. So I came in the morning and I sat there and was there. Then I became afraid. What if they will want that I should do kirtan? What if they will tell me? Because I never did kirtan in front of Gurudev. Only one time in Mayapur because someone was telling, but in between Gurudev came out and he was also surprised. But generally not, like in Gurudev's knowledge. Then I was afraid that, no, if he will tell me, then I cannot do here in front of Gurudev. But then Gurudev going up and down, then, and one time when he came here close where we were sitting, suddenly I felt from within that Gurudev wants that I should not worry. I should not worry, and some strength happened and some confidence, something happened, like he is approving or he wants. Then also I was confident, and this thing happened. Then immediately, maybe after 30 seconds, that Muni Maharaj finished his kirtan. Then he said, now Madan Gopal, you have to sing. Automatically, that because it was morning, that time automatically that song came. Jai Jai Harinam Chidanandamritadam Paratata Akhara Akar. Nijo Jane Kripa Kori Nam Rupe Avatori Jive Daya Korile Apar. That song in morning tune I was singing, and it was then after that I always got at least one kirtan I had to do, or Mahamantra, something, but I was fully relaxed, no any that too much time, but it was by the grace of Gurudev. Otherwise I was too much afraid, but he made me like feel relaxed. It is okay. So that happened. Yes. Then, some more notes I have here. In 2011, Gurudev was traveling in North India and also went to Assam for Kartik that, and then again came to Kolkata, and for all time Gurudev told me I have to travel with him. Then we were in Kolkata for a long time. Then suddenly Gurudev told, they're calling me to go to Tezpur, Gauriya Math. They want for some initiations. So I will go there, but you should not come with me. You should not come with me. Before always he was telling you come, and Sarbok and everything. But these times you should not come with me. You stay here, or I think I asked, may I go to Mayapur? Then he said yes. So I went to Mayapur, and it was Nityananda Trayodashi, and Gurudev was speaking Harikatha, and they broadcasted it on video conference. So I was watching from Mayapur. There in Mayapur, watching that, there in that Harikatha, Gurudev said, those who have gone to Ishodhyan, they are very fortunate. That is the highest place. It was not that topic, but in between, he said, those who went to Ishodhyan, means Ishodhyan is in Mayapur, our mat. That is highest place. That is very good. So I understood Gurudev knows everything. Then when I came back to Kolkata, then Gurudev asked me, you were in Mayapur, so which places you saw there? Then I said, I saw Jogapit, I saw Shrivas Angan, I saw Chaitanya Mat, like this I was telling. Then Guru said, oh, you are very fortunate. You are very. That time also I understood the glory of Navadip Dham or Mayapur, that how he spoke. Like, I think he even said, I'm not so fortunate. Like, you could go, but I'm not so fortunate. I think so, maybe. But I remember he said, you are very fortunate to see those places. Then one time, Slovenian devotees, we had darshan with Gurudev. That was in 2007. Then he was replying some question and speaking. Then he smiled and said, and he looked at me, and he said, I am very happy to see that there are some awakened persons in Slovenia also. Then I said, Gurudev, only when you come there, then there are awakened persons in Slovenia. Only when you come there. Then Gurudev said, there is degree in everything. There is degree. Also in awaken, there is a degree in everything. Also how much one is sleeping, a degree away. There is degree. So you have heard something. You have heard something. So that was already some. And another one very special for me was once in Delhi, another my god brother, he was speaking something with Gurudev, and he was little proud mood or something that I have to go there, I have some group and preaching and like this. Then later on, really that devotee left Gurudev's association. He started to think I'm Guru, and he left. Then that time Gurudev was speaking and I was also, and then that devotee left. Then when that devotee left, then Gurudev was seeing me, and he said, you have some sincerity. Gurudev said some. But I felt what he wants to say, that he was not like satisfied with the mood of that another devotee, how he was saying. So Gurudev said, you have some sincerity. So that was very special for me, that at least some sincerity is there, that Gurudev is saying. So that was encouraging to me. Gurudev was telling. Then in India, from Bathinda to Chandigarh, I was maybe only Western devotee at that time, or maybe there were more, I'm not sure. But there was one car arranged for Gurudev. Maybe there were a few more, I'm not sure. Then in the car, they told me, you sit here in that middle of the car, that seat, you sit here with Gurudev, but don't sit on his asan, that seat. Then, okay, then we were driving, then Gurudev spoke with me, and all the time he was saying, watch, he said 12:30 we will reach, or maybe 12:15, like this. Then I asked him some questions there that I can tell some other, now only little lila. Then that time I asked Gurudev, then how I can offer now Boga, now when I got Diksha. Then he said, you go to Pujari. I said, okay, but I want to know from you. Then he said, with love you have to offer. Like, that is the main point, with love. That ritual, that is okay, but if there is no love, then that has no value. And one time in Vienna, we were in Vienna, And the next program will be in Slovenia. So some devotees went, and Gurudev told me, you stay here with me. Because last time when we went from France, we got lost there and there was some miscommunication. So you stay here with me, you will show the way. So then with that van we were going, and I brought that box of danda for Gurudev for traveling. I was bringing. Then Gurudev saw me and he smiled and he said, yes, this is very important. This is very important. Then in car also we had some discussion, and I saw Gurudev was chanting Mala, some little sleeping also, but I forgot what was that time, and we stopped also and took prasad. Then, yes, one thing happened before already in Delhi, in that year when I told you that Gurudev wanted I should come for Kartik. For a full month. So that year, one day, devotees, they told me, today you will give garland to Gurudev before Harikatha. That never before happened. But that day, they told me, today you will have to give. So, okay, I was ready, and I brought, they gave me that garland from Radha Shyam Sundar, and Gurudev saw me, and he, like this, leaned down, and I very carefully I put garland, and then I went back to sit and I bowed down. That time I felt such ecstasy in my heart. I felt that I will explode. Like such bliss was coming. By Gurudev's grace, I thought maybe I will not be able to survive. I was only looking down and I could not speak or do anything. Just I felt that like some explosion will happen or was happening inside. And Gurudev was explaining by which symptoms we could recognize that Raghunath Das Goswami is a personal associate of Supreme Lord, like how what he was eating, like something Gurudev was explaining. And in between, that explanation was in my heart that this is all we are observing in Gurudev also, these things. Like how he was explaining, parallel was also proving Gurudev. And also that ecstasy was there inside me, that it was like everything confirming, yes, it is very clear that Gurudev is personal associate of Krishna. Then in 2007, we were in Chandigarh. Then Gurudev played the pastime like that he will disappear. Some illness was there. Then he was taken to hospital. Then Gurudev refused treatment. He said, if I will have to die, then I will stay in the mat of my Gurudev. So you take me back. He refused. Then doctors also said, this is not good. He will die. Then Gurudev came back and we were all very worried. We were all silent. I also told to Boshuda, you stay awake, maybe we will have to do kirtan. Then Gurudev said, if there is any treatment I can take in the mat, then I will take that. Then they called one Ayurvedic doctor. It was she gave some medicines. Then Gurudev slowly, he recovered because he was losing too much blood. So we all thought that he will disappear. Then Gurudev later told us, yes, I was going to Vaikuntha. I was going, but Krishna did not allow me to go because I have to do something more for this institution. Then to one sevak he told in private that 10 more years I have to stay. Like Krishna said, 10 more years. Then really it happened. This was in 2007. 2017 our Gurudev disappeared. So, but later on, when I was in maybe 2008 or something in Delhi, then I asked Gurudev that many sannyasis coming to our place and they're preaching, and they're telling you practice this meditation, you practice, you have to chant 64 rounds Maha Mantra, you have to do like many instructions they are giving. So I cannot do everything, and also so I don't know, you please tell me what I have to do. Then Gurudev told what Prahlad Maharaj said. Then I said, he said 9 devotion, Shravan Kirtan, and the Guru said yes. But what he practiced, I said, Gurudev Smaran, he practiced only Smaran. Then he said yes. Because Gurudev told, because in that environment nothing else was possible. So, though he spoke about 9 forms, but he did only one, because according to circumstance. But he got perfection by that one devotion. So Guru said, so now we are in Kali Yuga. Now is Harer Nam Eva Kevalam. So you should give more importance to chanting Harinam. You can do other devotional forms, that is okay. But in Kali Yuga there is some difficulty in performing other devotional forms also. But Harinam is main thing. You have to give importance to this. Even what is written in Bhagavatam, you can see by chanting Harinam, you can realize that. You can see in your pure heart. And you have example, he said, like Haridas Thakur. Yes, then I told Gurudev, yes, your God brother, that Aniruddha Prabhu also, he encouraged me for chanting, and he told me I should chant 1 lakh. Then Gurudev said, why 1 lakh? Why only 1 lakh? Mahaprabhu did not give any such limitations. Mahaprabhu was chanting all the time. And Haridas Thakur was chanting 3 lakhs. Then I said, no, before I said to Gurudev that if I chant 1 lakh, I can try, but then I will not be able to do other things. Then he said, then how Haridas Thakur was chanting 3 lakhs and he could do other things also? How? Then I said, Gurudev, I don't know. It is beyond my comprehension. Then Gurudev smiled. He said, because he was chanting during night time also. Whole night he was chanting. But you chant as much as you can. As much as you can. We are not like Haridas Thakur. He gave this example, and he said also our Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, he was also chanting all the time. So you give more importance on Harinam. Then I said, Gurudev, you mean like chanting with japa or without japa mala? Said both, with mala and without mala, but chanting, that is important. Then everything was clear. Then there is other teachings I'm giving during Harikathas, now only some pastime. So then one time also it happened, already Gurudev disappeared. About his disappearance I will speak on that day, on his disappearance day. So already Gurudev disappeared. Then sometimes I could, yes, one more thing I forgot to tell. It was in 2000, maybe 3 or 4. So one devotee from Croatia, she was telling me, you will have to come and speak Harikatha here. We will organize one public program. There you will have to speak. Then I was worried. I wrote letter to Gurudev that they're telling me, but I don't feel myself qualified. Also, I have no realization. So I will only bring bad name to Gauriya Vaishnava. What I should do. Then Gurudev wrote back. I still have that letter. He said, the best form of devotion is to speak about is Sankirtan, and Sankirtan has 3 meanings, chanting and also speaking about the glories of Nam Rup Gun Lila of Krishna. So devotee's life should be dedicated for this. So there should not be any other target. You accepted mantra that is like a seed. So if you will, then Shravan and Kirtan is like watering that seed. If you don't water, then that will not grow. So wherever you will stay, you have to regularly do Shravan and Kirtan, because that is practice. You should not go to deliver speech for getting name and fame, but you should repeat what you have heard from Guru, Vaishnavas and Shastra. With that end in view, to water your seed of devotion, with that end in view, you can go and you repeat what you have heard. So I felt Gurudev is telling me that I should go. I was trying to avoid, but he said, you go. Then I came to Zagreb, Croatia, and I was in that flat, and I was doing Sandhya, but I was very worried, because another language and first time, I don't know, and public and all this, I was very worried. But I was doing their Sandhya in room, in that devotee's flat, and when I was doing Guru Mantra, Guru Gayatri, like that time in Delhi, that time Gurudev's voice appeared from within, like, be patient, like, be patient, don't worry, like, it is okay, be patient. The Gurudev's voice came by his grace, and effect also was there. I was fully peaceful, no any worries, nothing. I understood Gurudev is everywhere, and it is his desire. So I just have to do what he said to do. And I was fully like, okay, and everything went fine, and everything was going on well, and everyone satisfied. Then again, she was inviting me, and like this happening. That is all by Gurudev's grace. Yes, then one last point I will tell. Because I was hearing Gurudev's Harikatha, Hindi, Bengali, everything, so little I learned through hearing and through reading some books, and also by hearing translation of the Maya Krishna like this, little. So slowly I could get some understanding, at least of Harikatha. So Gurudev already disappeared. Then one day, here this bed, I was sleeping, and in dream Gurudev appeared, and he was sitting on chair, and I was massaging his hand. And then at the end, Gurudev told me, you will have to translate Bhagavatam. Then I was surprised. Then I woke up, and I was surprised, what is this? I never heard anything like that before from Gurudev. Then already I forgot that. Then after 1 month, Gopananda Bon Maharaj and Bhakti Prasad Sadhu Maharaj, they wanted to come to Europe to see different places where their Gurudevs went, Saranga Gosai Maharaj and Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj, and they were supposed to come with some sevaks for medicines and like this, and also to help with translation. But somehow they too got visas, but others did not get visas. So then they did not want to come. Then we will also not go. Then Bagbazar Gauri Amat Sannyasi Maharaj, who is now Acharya, he told them, no, you have to go. You got visa and you have to go. you don't worry about these other things, because when you're in flight, there is stewardess is there. They can speak Hindi, Bengali. There is no difficulty. And when you will come there, someone will be there. You don't worry. Someone will be there. You go. So he convinced them. Then they went, and they understood English but could not speak like for Harikata like this. Some little, but if you see. So then they landed in Vienna. Then Muni Maharaj called that some acharyas, they came here and they're not speaking English. So you please come to help us. Then I went, and then I spoke with them how much I could. Some English, some Bengali, some Hindi, everything. Then I had to translate their Harikatas. And they were speaking such Gauriya Mat topics, which our Gurudev spoke all the time. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, these topics I knew. So it was possible for me to translate their Harikata from Bengali to English. At least main points, everything. And they were hearing also, and they never corrected. Only one time in Berlin, Gopananda Bon Maharaj said, no, this you translate. Only one time, because they were hearing. So generally by Gurudev's grace, then one time it happened, already 14 days passed, and I had to translate, and we were traveling also different places, and also I was like their sevak for both, to bring prasad or to bring them down, or to for medicine, like a sevak. 24 hours I was with them. I could not chant like many rounds, minimum rounds, and I was little like thinking I cannot chant. But then I noticed that all the time Maha Mantra was going on in their association, and that my seva, what I could do, I was like a sevak for both, and translating, and all the time forcefully Maha Mantra was going on inside. So then maybe 14 days passed. Then in one Harikata, suddenly that came by the grace of Gurudev. That dream he reminded me, and this is what I meant, that you will have to translate. And this happened 1 month before that dream happened, and already I forgot. And I was with them for 14 days already, but did not come. But when Gurudev, by his grace, that happened, this is what I meant. Then I understood, oh. And it was going on by the grace of Gurudev. It was the desire of Mahaprabhu. They wanted to cancel. But Sannyasi Maharaj, you go. There is stewardess, someone will be there, you go. And so it was all by Nityananda and Mahaprabhu, Gurudev's grace. So it happened. So I got some other dreams also from Gurudev, but this was like some, like I wanted to share. So there are so many other, mostly now I was speaking about Leelas and this, but teachings Gurudev gave in personal, these meetings, also in Harikata, so that generally I'm speaking during Harikata. Whenever something related to the topic comes, that time I speak. So then we can hear about his disappearance, pastime, and his last message on that day when it will come. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol. Now Gurudev also reminded me, I had it written today there, but it skipped one lila, very important lila of Gurudev, which I experienced. It was also very touching. So it seems I will have to tell day after tomorrow if Gurudev will remind me, but now he did. And also about this Harinam, Gurudev said that day I was already going to Vaikuntha, but Krishna did not allow me. That is how Gurudev explained to me. He did not allow me because I did not yet chant Harinam. I did not do bhajan. I did not chant Harinam. So Krishna did not allow me. So now I'm chanting. Means Gurudev wanted to, by example, encourage me for chanting by his own example. He said, because I did not chant Harinam, so Krishna did not allow me, so now I'm chanting. Like, you chant. So day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is Titi, that another topic, one more pastime there. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Huri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Nayananath Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaura Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Srila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvar ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashana Kari Shri Indri Shingadev ki Jai. Jai Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Samagata Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande Haribo. Now when I said Nrishinga Bhagavan, another thing appeared. Gurudev instructed me about Nrishinga something. So thank you all. Dandavat Pranam. Haribol.